Good day, my love.
I want to see the Alliance map.
I have received a unique summons from SNOTINGHAMSCIRE in the north. From your old friend, Vili.
Vili! A name I have not heard in 10 winters or more. How is he?
Well, it seems. Vili asked that you join him in feast and celebration, in honor of his father, Hemminger Jarl.
A welcome invitation. It would be good to see him again.
It is worth recalling that his father, Hemminger Jarl, would be a formidable ally. Will you go?
I will leave for SNOTINGHAMSCIRE today.
Good. They will be pleased.
This must be Snottingham. Saxon and Dane live in peace. I expected nothing less from you with a Hemminger Jarl's rule.
You're a long way from Norway, but really will be pleased to know it.
We have all come a long way.
We mag on news dort on Slythan. This work the Isfandian mod.
Tryggvi spoke true. You have come to England.
I have, and I mean to stay. Snottingham. It'll be good to see Vili again.
Pour the mead! Eivor's come to Snottingham!
Skull.
Make sure the supplies are secured. We may.
Well met. Information. I have it. Do you need it? Well worth a little silver, I assure you.
All right.
Look here. The spot I'll mark on your map. A place I know.
Make sure the supplies are secured. We may set off at any moment. Do I trust my own eyes? Is that truly who I see?
Tryggvi, you old hound. How are you?
Eivor, a friend of old is a good omen.
Look at this. Your chin grass might be mistaken for hedges now.
Ah, but a healthy Jarl beard it is not.
And what of Vili? I was happy to get his message.
I stand in Vili's place today. He and his father have gone to Ulkathorpe to stave off an invasion of Picts. We've laid a long siege, and Hemminger Jarl looks to finish the job.
I have not fought beside Vili and his father since we were young. They have my blade if they need it.
In spite of these war cries, you should know that Vili's father is more frail than last you saw him.
How could that be? Hemminger Jarl is an ox.
So he is. And he'll be pleased as Skull with the moon in his jaws at the sight of you. Come, the swiftest path is by river, but these waters are hostile to Norsemen. You bring good luck with you. We could guide the sail steeds downstream.
I'm ready for whatever danger awaits. Prepare your convoy, and we'll be off.
Our Jarl has waited long enough. We follow the Wolf-Kist to the encampment. Eivor, the Raven Travis Wolf-Kist. You'll soon have more names than the All-Father himself.
I've traveled far, spilling the dew of slaughter. That reputation is the price of victory.
Aha! Indeed! Ready the sea beasts. Eivor Wolf-Kist is here to escort us upriver.
I remember when Billy and I were small children. You spun many epic yarns for us over the hearth fire. But I do not remember you telling us how you came to serve him in Ayal. Is it a tale worth telling?
It is, but a sad one. I suppose I was the age you are now. Skadi had sent us a harsh winter, and much of our clan was hard. To feed us, my family incurred a large work debt. But my youth... Die!
Picks ashore! Protect the convoy! Ready, bows! Fire! 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 Fire!
What they caught you?
Fire! Ready! Fire! Bows! Fire! Fire! On the rich, guard the convoy. Oh! Fire! 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 Fire!
The convoy remains, Wolfkiss!
Oars, back us around.
The convoy is
stay
unstayed.
fair.
Hemming the Jarl will be pleased.
Dock the ship here. We'll pick up...
Careful, Eivor. These supplies bring fire to the Ulkathorpe siege. I have orders to go to Stoneberg, but our camp is just ahead, so hurry on without me. Billy and Hemming Jarl will be pleased to see you.
shred my sheepskin. That there is Eivor the wolf-kissed.
Eivor! Hail! We have not laid eyes on you for some 10 winters now.
Hail, friend.
The Picts cower. Muster the men for battle. Freya's kiss. You came. Welcome.
Your son sent for me, Hemminger Jarl. One of the happier messages I have had in England.
I wish I could expand on this happiness with good news. But we are in the center of a storm. And yet, my old heart sings great songs at the sight of you. You look good, Eivor. Strong. Healthy.
My heart sings as well. It is good to see you again.
Yours is a poet's heart, I am told. What a mix of spirits you have.
Movement on the walls!
We must end this soon, before the weather changes.
The whole of my clan would be here if you called them.
No need. These men are flies for swatting. Even now, Tryggvi rides for Stonebur, should any Picts escape. It will all be ended by this time tomorrow. You have known me as your Jarl for an age. And I have known and loved you all since you were babes. An easy burden to bear.
Let's hope you fight better than you age, old friend.
You are not slurring, Willy. Have you mislaid your ale?
Today, you do not fight for me. Not for each other. Today, you fight for your children. Fight so that they may grow. So they may be good and just as you are. For them, today, we take back Ulkerthorpe.
Tryggvi and Eivor have brought us arrows and oil to bring firelight to the Picts. To feed their traps. The first to signal from the top of that tower, their war chief's weapon in hand, drinks my mead for the month.
Thor's beard. It's good to see you, Willy.
Oh, is it? Or have you come to snatch glory from my calloused hands?
You can have your glory, Willy. I'm here to support you and your father.
Such humility. Where is the Eivor I once knew?
For old times, then.
And new alike.
Fight, Hemminger sons. Bring victory today. For tomorrow, we feast!
May they burn with flame unbridled!
The Pict chief hides behind his men like a coward. I have no doubt he will be well. Look for him on high.
Should be cautious. His head for hemming
Once again!
chief will make a stand in the tower. To a month ago. You're injured.
No, stop. I'm fine. There is more blood here than injury.
Pride cannot heal you, Hemminger. Only care and bandages.
My clan fought well, did they not? You saw it. The heart in these people. How they rallied behind their Jarl.
You have that effect on men. They trust you.
And they love my son all the more. But he lacks the trust of our Thanes. And I am running out of time to persuade them.
You are sick.
And you accept it. Unlike my son. He thinks me immortal because he must. He does not want what I have to give him.
Was it Vili who summoned me? Or you, Hemminger?
I thought you would come faster if it was Vili's name you heard first. I need your wisdom, Eivor. Your discretion.
You have it. Of course.
There will be a thing soon. in which the nobles must name a new Jarl. And I am torn. I would have my son follow in my steps, but he is reluctant. He follows his warrior's heart. Others will name Tryggvi, a fine man with a mind for leadership. But his lineage is tattered, and he is less bold.
I have known Vili since we were small. He's bold and courageous, and your warriors love the man. The nobles should choose him.
Your sight is clear and your mind is sharp. Let that guide your thinking in the days to come. Vili departs for Kinder downfall soon. Ride with him, and talk like old friends made new.
If I see any Valkyries lurking nearby, I will send them away.
I can fight them off a while longer. Vili waits for you below, Eivor.
Vili.
There you are. Come. Ride with me to the falls. They are Freya's gifts to these unforgiving lands.
All right, but if I don't faint at the sight of them, you've oversold the view.
You fight with impressive skill, I should say. I taught you well, I think.
You taught me to fight empty air, Vili, and trees and snowdrifts and the like.
No, I am certain I saved you from a snowdrift once. And a murderous tree. That's how I remember it.
Any man who would call a tree murderous is a man who has had one too many blows on the head.
That tower there. It recalls the broken wall in Norway on the road to my uncle's. Remember?
I do. I remember the bite of that winter's chill as we sheltered from the wind for hours. It was you who got us stuck there.
Searching for the chickens you let loose before the Yule feast. I'll have you remember.
It is good to ride with you again, Arstick.
I told you, that was meant to be a dragon's tail.
It was a woody little twig in my eyes. No dragon's tail.
Must I remind you of your own disrobed adventures in the pre-dawn streets of Stavanger? Eivor the Pantless, a head soaked with mead, and many pockets full of vomit.
Dragon's tail it was then.
Are you sure you want my father's mead? Not afraid you might wake up tomorrow, naked, face down in a hog's pen?
Is that what you call your house?
Ah!
Stonebur, was Tryggve not sent there by father to help? We must go.
Eivor!
What happened?
I came too late to stop this. The Picts set fires and ran. They mean to spite us. There are more people trapped within. Free them, Eivor.
Tend the wounded. We'll get them out.
Help! Someone, please!
No survivors here. There may be others that still draw.
Move quickly, please!
Leave your things! Get to Tryggve! We'll be safe with him!
Thank you, stranger. I thought this was my last day on Earth.
We're stuck in the brother's sickly. The smoke is too much.
Oh, is anyone out there? Thank you. Thank you. There are others.
Stay with me. We'll get you out.
Get to safety!
My parents are trapped! Help me! And help them!
Save my wife, please! Leave me be! Not me! My wife! Save her for— Oh, my dear Hilda. Why? I cannot live without you. I cannot bear to go on.
Forgive me.
Eivor! Eivor, where are you? Get over here!
There's nothing you can do now. Get to safety.
Eivor! Over here!
Billy! Where are you? Answer me!
We need to clear a path! I will get the man, Eivor. You carry the woman. Niflheim will have to wait. You are staying here today.
Oh, thank thee, all Father.
Hold on to me. I can get you out.
Prestis al calme. Nissim forgiveness and cheeks will not.
Oh, thank you, Vili. Thank you. I draw breath because of you.
I thought I might have to rescue you, Billy.
Had I died, it would have been my time. My fate is already spun.
I'm sorry, but you cannot endanger yourselves like this, lords. You have people to lead, a future to consider.
The old man has wisdom, Billy. You have the full weight of this clan on your back.
My father carries that weight. I do the fighting and feasting, and I am expert at both. It's good to have you watching my back again, Eivor.
You see what I deal with, Eivor? The mind of a troll in the body of an Aesir.
Still the same arse stick as when we were children.
I'll never change.
This is hardly the time for lightness, you two. We have many injured to comfort.
Well, that is your domain, Tryggvi. I don't wish to be seen as a savior and healer all in one afternoon. The waters at Kinderdunfol will soothe my wounds. If my father needs me, I'll be there.
Billy, stop!
Eivor, wait a moment. Hemminger Jarl has confided in you about his health.
He has. He said Billy wasn't taking it well.
Billy lives in another world entirely right now. He is cracked inside, and will not face the full truth laid before him.
And how are you? Have you braced yourself for what is to come?
I have made my peace with the future. Yes.
Worry yourself with the wounded here. I will talk to Billy myself.